So firstly, David, if you could tell us, how much did you know about Shazam and that world, and what inspired you to embody this new film for a new generation?
I didn't actually know a lot, because so the studio came to me and asked if I'd be interested in directing this movie, which they pitched it to me as Big, the movie Big, but with superpowers, which sounded amazing. So it was not until that point that I really started researching and reading these old comics, as well as the new one as well. And he has quite a history, this character. And to me, it was just, it's the ultimate wish fulfillment. I mean, I dreamed of becoming a superhero when I was a kid, as I think all kids do. And here we get to see that happen.
And what was it about David that he was the man for the job?
Historically, I love the idea of horror film directors doing superhero movies, and it goes back to Dick Donner doing The Omen and then doing Superman, and James Wan doing the Conjuring universe and then Aquaman. And these guys tend to be very complete filmmakers, and David is just like Dick Donner and James Wan in the sense that he can do anything. And so to segue from horror into the superhero world was such an easy path for him. And he still brings some of that horror with him. So you've seen the film, that he's got a little bit of that, great ways to ratchet up the tension at the right moments so that you have real jeopardy, and you feel like when our hero has to face the evil at the end, that there really is, some real danger.
And I laughed so much, and I was wondering, how challenging is it to make a film that is this funny?
I mean, we had this great cast like Zachary Levi and Jack Dylan Grazer, who are just hilarious. I mean, I would just do take after take because they would, improvise and change little things, and they would make me crack up. And sometimes I would just not yell cut because I wanted to see what would happen when they ran out of script and they started making up things by themselves. So it's just a testament to the cast that they could do that.
But this unique tone was always something that we wanted to achieve because it really stands out in the superhero universe as something special and different. It doesn't feel like it blends in, with all the other superhero movies that are out there.
And I wanted to ask about Zachary, actually, because at what point did you realize that he was the person for this character?
When we saw his audition tape.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. When we saw the audition tape, there was no question that he was the right guy to play this role. He is a 14-year-old boy trapped in a man's body in real life.
I love the use of music in the film, and I was wondering, what was your musical vision, and how did you work with Benjamin Wallfisch to achieve that?
To me, I mean, this is an old school classic superhero, so I wanted a very classic kind of superhero score, something that we haven't heard in quite some time. That's a very sort of John Williams-esque score, and I mean, he loved being given that instruction and just went wow with it, and it was one of the best scores that I've ever heard.
And our national treasure, Mark Strong.
Yes.
What particular qualities made him right for the part?
He's an amazing actor. I mean, he's been in so many things, and he's always the highlight of whatever he's in, and he's great at playing bad guys, he's just such a you do one take with him and it's like perfect, and you're like, all right, I guess we'll do another take just for safety then, because he just comes in and nails it.
And a superhero is only as good as the villain that he's facing off against. So to have an actor of the caliber of Mark playing that role of Savannah, we knew that we were going to have really worthy adversaries.
And we have to talk about the incredible suit. What was important to you and Leah Butler when designing the whole look of Shazam?
To incorporate some of the fact that he is a hero from the golden age, and that he is sort of what a child might imagine a superhero to be. So we wanted some of the old classic things like the shorter cape, but also some of the more modern things we've seen in Shazam, like his hood and the way the bolt looks, that it actually lights up. We wanted to have some of the old school, but also make it contemporary enough that you could put him next to anyone in the Justice League, for example, and he'd fit right in.
Are you saying that we're going to see him opposite the Justice League? Is that what you're suggesting? Sounded like
I'm
that's where
saying
you were going with
could
it.
put him right there.
David and Peter, thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Thank you.